Keith Richards weighs in on the main differences between the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Rock legend Keith Richards has shared his thoughts on the enduring comparisons between the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, two of the most iconic bands in music history. In a candid interview, the Rolling Stones guitarist reflects on the contrasts in style, approach, and legacy between the two groups that define a generation. The Beatles and the Stones came from completely different worlds, Richards explained. The Beatles grew up in Liverpool, playing skiffle and refining their craft in places like Hamburg. We were London boys, soaking up the blues and idolizing Muddy Waters and Chuck Berry. That shaped who we were as bands. Richards praised the Beatles for their innovative approach to music, calling their knack for melody and experimentation brilliant. However, he highlighted the Rolling Stones' raw energy and authenticity, particularly their commitment to rhythm and blues. Where they might be adding orchestras or sitars, we were down in the mud, keeping it raw and loose, he said. Despite decades of being labeled rivals, Richards dismissed the notion of animosity between the two bands. "That's more of a media thing," he said. "Sure, there was friendly competition, but we respected each other. Lennon and McCartney even gave us our first hit, I Wanna Be Your Man." Richards also addressed the contrasting trajectories of the two bands. While the Beatles famously disbanded in 1970, the Rolling Stones continued to thrive, becoming one of the longest-running bands in history. The Beatles were this tight, self-contained unit, and when they broke up, it was like the end of an era, he commented. "The Stones were more like pirates. We had our fights, but we kept rolling. Maybe that's the biggest difference. We were built to last." Looking ahead, Richards believes both bands will leave indelible marks on music history. The Beatles will be remembered as the band that changed everything. And the Stones, we're the band that refused to stop. Different legacies, but both pretty damn good. With the Rolling Stones still touring and releasing music well into their sixth decade, Richards' words offer a unique perspective on the enduring influence of both bands.